Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Director Christina Voros is currently on location in Montana for Yellowstone, overseeing an episode in the final cycle of Taylor Sheridan's highly acclaimed neo-Western series. They're calling it Season 5B, she explains, noting the extended breaks since January 2023, when the last new episode aired on Paramount Network. The show is set to return in November 2024. We started shooting in mid-May, so we're deep into it up here. The weather has been wild, ranging from snow to 85 degrees in just 3 weeks. It's a true Montana spring. Voros is no stranger to the Sheridan universe, having worked her way up from camera operator to cinematographer to director over the past 6 years. Her credits include Yellowstone, 1883, and the recent Lawman, Bass Reeves. She received an Emmy Award nomination for Outstanding Cinematography for the significant episode Lightning Golden Hair from 1883. Now, in mid-June, she is helping to bring the flagship series to a close, following her direction of the climactic season 5 episode, A Knife and No Coin, a year and a half ago. It's strange, Voros says. The way this show has evolved from the first season to now has been a marvelous surprise for all of us, I think. When we started Season 1, I don't think anyone had any idea the phenom that this show would become. We're just a group of creative people thrilled to tell this incredible story in such a stunning location, alongside an amazing cast and the brilliant Taylor as our leader. Over the years, this team has truly become like family. Many of us have been here since day one. When it comes to the pressure of delivering a satisfying conclusion to the Yellowstone saga, Voros shares her perspective. While there might be expectations in other situations, the weight feels lighter here because we've been in this together for so long. The reason we keep coming back is our love for the project, each other, and the world and characters that Taylor has crafted. We've formed a large creative family that reunites every few months or so to keep this journey alive. The only pressure that feels different this year is the heightened secrecy around the material, which adds extra work for everyone. We don't have scripts in the usual way. Everything's redacted, and there are code words for different elements. It adds a layer of complexity to getting the job done. Personally, though, I don't feel any different. I've always had a strong sense of responsibility to the work, and I think the crew shares that sentiment. We've always felt the expectations to deliver for both the audience and for Taylor. However, wrapping up a classic TV series isn't the most daunting challenge Voros has faced in the Sheridan universe. For instance, during the premiere episode of Lawman, Bass Reeves, she had to recreate Civil War battle scenes. Every stuntman I've ever worked with was on the 3rd page of the call sheet. And for that memorable Lightning Golden Hair episode of 1883, well, there were tornadoes to contend with. Look, I saw a twister, Voros says, but I didn't know how you make a tornado when you've got 25 wagons pulled by a team. There was just so much that not only I'd never done, but I had not seen done before. And so there was a tremendous amount of pressure to learn things really fast to be able to execute them in a way that story deserved. Christina Alexandra Voros, the daughter of Hungarian immigrants who fled during the 1956 revolution, grew up in Boston. I always had family in New York City, she explains, since most of their relatives settled there when they arrived in the States. So I bounced around and was mainly an East Coast kid, spending a couple of years in Boston after college managing restaurants. She eventually enrolled in NYU Film School, where she studied under Spike Lee and other prominent figures, setting her on a path that led to directing The Ladies, 2007, an award-winning documentary short about elderly Hungarian émigrés in New York, and serving as cinematographer for As I Lay Dying, 2013, James Franco's adaptation of the William Faulkner novel, shot in Mississippi. It was there she met her future husband, Jason Owen, a real-life cowboy and team roper who has worked as a wrangler and stuntman on projects like No Country for Old Men, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Yellowstone, and Lawman. Bass Reeves. I don't think either of us thought the relationship would last, she reflects. He was a cowboy from West Texas, and I was a hipster from the East Coast living in Brooklyn. That was 12 years ago, and we've been married since 2015. Now, I live in a small truck stop town in the West Texas desert, making westerns for a living. Life has a funny way of taking you places you never expect. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe my channel to get update news.